Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Modded Darkest Dungeon with me, your host Tim. And it's time to take a look and see who's here at the carriage and explain the differences between all of these buildings from my mod to the base game. As usual, there will be a link in the upper left hand corner where you can skip all of my talking and you'll be taken to the provisioning step. Alright, well let's take a look and see who's here first off. A Jester, a Leper, and an Arbalest. Okay, so this will take a while to describe since these are 3 new classes for us. Let's grab them and then we'll see if we're going to keep any of them.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
So, the Arbalest in my mod has 10% protection, because she is wearing a lot of armor. That just seemed to make sense to me. I think I have lowered her hit points slightly because of that. Robust remains the same. Thin-blooded and Witness are... Well, Thin-blooded is the same. Witness is minus 10% stress heal. So instead of 4, she'll heal 3. Let's look at all her various skills here. So, Rattling Flare, it was altered for when Red Hook took a look at it. I kind of like what they've done with it now. It used to give you I think it was an accuracy or a dodge buff for 2 rounds in my previous incarnations of my mod. Now, I like what this has done. So 10% buff resist and torch plus 3. I really like that, so it's staying. The bandage remains, unchanged. I'm thinking of dropping the 20% heals received and placing something else there instead. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe a bleed resistance buff rather than this. Her blind fire remains unchanged from the base game. Her bola, instead of having a chance to move people, inflicts a debuff of minus 2 speed to the enemy in the front rank. It remains unchanged otherwise. Her sniper mark is minus dodge and minus prot, as opposed to prot and minus crit on the bounty hunter. Her suppressing fire remains unchanged, and her sniper shot also remains unchanged. So basically, her sniper's mark saw a change, as did her bola, and that's it. Yeah, that's it for her, other than her protection, and we'll cover her camping skills when we actually go camping, because I'm still thinking about what to do for the camping skills. Let's grab the next hero.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
The Leper, like all heavily armored heroes, received a 10% protection bonus at the cost of a few of his hit points. Lurker was altered to be 10% damage and 5 dodge if the torch is below 26, which maybe you'll decide to keep it there. Maybe I should up the damage to plus 15% instead of plus 10. You guys will have to let me know what you think. And Robust is Robust. He's got Fear of Unholy. That kind of sucks for a Leper, but then we won't send him to the ruins. His skills have seen some of the largest changes in my mod, although not too many of them. He's got 2 replacement skills altogether, so let's take a look at them. So Chop and Hew have been altered very slightly. They used to have a 65 accuracy base. Red Hook upped them to, I want to say, a 75. I have found the accuracy of 70 to be to my liking for the Leper for these skills. So, still the least accurate of all the heroes with his abilities, but he's got massive amounts of damage bonuses because of that. So, Purge used to be hit the target in the front rank and knock them back, I think it was 3 spots, so move 3 on the enemy, and it also cleared all corpses. But there are no corpse clearing abilities in my mod. Instead, Purge, as you can see, gives him a 20% damage bonus, a 10% accuracy bonus, and 1% to crit. Revenge has been altered altogether. This used to be something like Purge, only it also inflicted debuffs to him, the cost of various points of his resistance and protection. I have removed these. Revenge now guards an ally and activates Riposte on him, allowing the Leper to be a pretty effective guard if you really need him to be. This lets him play into using his Solemnity and Withstand. Oh, by the way, and Purge and Revenge can be used from the 3rd spot. I think... Oh, okay. I was about to say, I think these can too, but that is not the case. Here's Withstand, still a fantastic ability. Here's Solemnity, unchanged from the base game. And Intimidate. I think this is unchanged from the base game, or it might have had its chance of apply the debuffs increased very slightly. I'm not sure if there's too much difference here, but there's Intimidate. And as usual, we'll go over his camping skills when it's time to go camping. Let's grab the Jester.
Ye will be laughing still at the end.
Our Jester here has Nymphomania, which I've given 10% max hit point bonus to, plus 20% heals received at the brothel. I think that makes it kind of a nice thing to keep. Slugger is still plus 10% to melee skills, that's unaltered. And Light Sensitive is minus 10% damage at Torch plus 75. I think this is unaltered as well, though I might make this worse and make it minus 15%. I'm not sure yet. Once again, if you see anything or have any opinions, please let me know if you think I should change these things, and I'll let you know if I can actually make that change. Now, the Jester's skills have also seen some changes. So first off, Inspiring Tune, I dropped the stress resistance bonus that it granted, but it's only because of a mistake. Right now, I'm going to leave the stress resistance buff gone, though I might put it back, so I will have to see. Battle Ballad remains unchanged. It's a pretty nice little skill to affect your entire group. Slice Off and Harvest have been altered slightly. They do more bleed damage as they increase, or they have a slightly better chance to apply that bleed, I believe. Slice Off used to also be negative... Oh wow, the accuracy on that is 95? That's a mistake. That's supposed to be 85. I'll have to change that. Well, thankfully he doesn't have it. The damage mod is minus 33 in the base game. Mine's minus 25. And the crit is 8% in this mod, as opposed to, I think, 2 in the base game. Solo has a better chance to apply its debuff. I think Red Hook actually upped Solo's chance as well. And I've greatly lowered the speed bonus it grants him. Rather than plus, I think it was 9, it's now plus 2, and it increases as he gains levels. It also does a tiny bit of damage. As I believe that you level Solo, the damage will increase, I believe. Finale has been altered such that the self debuff is half as strong as it used to be. I think it used to be minus 10 accuracy, minus 10 dodge, and minus 40 damage. Now it's minus 20 damage, 5 dodge, and 5 accuracy instead. And here's Harvest. Harvest remains unchanged. And Dirk Stab got a 10% damage bonus to it. Okay, so these people are not so bad, honestly, aside from you, Grotchet. And this is going to be awkward, because I would like to go to the Weald. Oh, but before we go, let's take a look at all these buildings here.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
I wasn't a large fan of the changes they did during the Corpse and Hound patch, which greatly increased the amount of deeds you required to level the blacksmith, and then they doubled down on it in the Abomination patch. I have substantially reduced the amount of deeds it requires to level the blacksmith. I think my mod requires 180 less than the base game does. You will still need deeds to level these things up, but you will not require a disgusting amount of them any longer to do so for the blacksmith. As well, the costs of upgrading weapons has been significantly reduced. I believe that, for example, to purchase level 5 weapons would cost a hero, if you put no points in the furnace, 8,000 gold. In my mod, it costs 2,700 gold without any changes to the furnace. It's a simply disgusting amount of money that you need to upgrade a single hero's weapons. You could do a whole dungeon run, and you might be able to afford to get one hero, one weapon, and one guild upgrade. That's a disgusting amount of cash.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
I don't think I altered the guild's costs at all when it comes to unlocking these things. However, I did lower the cost of the ability upgrades. I think the level 5 skills require 3,000 gold if you have an upgraded training regimen. I think in my mod they cost maybe 1,000, maybe a little more than that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's easily, well, it might be slightly more than half the cost of what it was in the base game. The Sanitarium actually has no real difference between my mod and the base game. I have shuffled the cost about a bit, but I think the difference is something only like 20 busts, and that's it. This felt about right, although I believe I did lower these costs somewhat. I think it's more expensive to increase this slightly, but cheaper to upgrade the number of cells required here. With that said, I think it's best that we begin working on the Sanitarium to begin getting rid of negative quirks and unlocking positive ones.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
We'll be back to do some work there. We have some portraits and some crests, and a slight amount of deeds. I'm going to increase my roster size now, since it will be some time before we have any level 2s. So let's get our barracks to hold 12 people.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Now, let's go ahead and put someone in here. Who are we going to... Oh, Robber Baron, we're going to place you in here to get rid of one of these quirks that you have. I think I want slow draw gone on you. So we're going to remove that. And then, I like to lock something on you. Oh, see, you'd be perfect for where I want to go in the Weald, but no. Because I need slow draw gone. I don't want that to lock. Oh, the costs. The gold costs have also been reduced in the Sanitarium. The locking positive quirks cost the same amount as removing locked negative quirks. And instead of it getting more expensive as your hero's level, it remains the same. So let's get rid of slow draw. And yeah, we'll lock... Oh, do I want to lock this already on you, Robber Baron? I like one more... I think I want one more dungeon on you before I begin locking positive quirks, so... Get rid of slow draw at least. And I'm keeping Connetville here. He's going to stick around. I liked Unholy Slayer when he gained that. He's got some decent positive quirks at the cost of some bad negative ones, but we're going to keep him. We're actually going to send him to some stress recovery here in the tavern. Let's go ahead and upgrade something for him. I think the bar is the best bet.
All manner of diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
I still need to alter some of the sayings that they will say. Oh, she's faithless. Unquiet Mind and faithless. She won't go to any of those locations. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna go out embarking again. And it's time to visit the Weald. That's an interesting buckle. Haven't seen that one before. Crit plus 5 stress damage. Wait, this is terrible. Okay, I'm going to have to take a look at the trinkets again and see what they changed them to. So my problem, it's not a problem with the game. It's that I want to make all the trinkets worth considering rather than just dropping them in the trash, as it were. So there are so many trinkets, however, so many, that I will have to address each trinket as I notice it, and then I'll let you know what I've changed it to. Okay, so we're going to the Weald, and I'd like to win this mission. So we're going to bring Grouchette with me. Well, you know what? She can heal. No, I should bring a Plague Doctor. I really think we should bring Petramol, but she doesn't have... Alright, hold on. It's gonna be weird, but can I afford to upgrade, decrease the costs?
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what she will face.
We're gonna unlock Incision with her, and she'll take this as her loadout. We'll have to field you in the second position, Mr. Jester. That means you're bleeding and dirk stabbing, and that is it. And Curtis is coming up front. There's lots of Robust in this group. We have Robust on our Leper, Robust on our Arbalest. Not here. But we can also cure some of the blights here too. Okay, so I think we're good to go. Let's provision up. Wow, nice. I forgot. We're getting a free anti-venom. 2 medicinal herbs. Maybe from the Leper? And a bandage from our Arbalest. You know, it'd be neat if I could... So, okay. What I'm going to do is the Jester's going to add a... Actually, let me see really quick. If I don't take the Jester, I take her with me. What am I taking with me? Okay, the Jester's adding a medicinal herb to our starting group. I think I'll change that. Instead of medicinal herb, I'm thinking I'm going to have him take a key instead. Okay, well, this is the group, so this is a pretty decent start. It's a small mission, so we'll bring 1 more anti-venom with me. I will bring 3 shovels, just to be safe. Some torches, a single holy water, just in case we see a tentacle shrine. And then we'll bring a full stack of food with me. And why not? We'll bring a key as well. Alright, let's embark. If you live for risk and darkness, by all means, bring few torches. Not with level 0s in the group.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
As long as we don't fight dogs a whole lot, we'll be good. If we fight dogs, we're gonna be in trouble. Serious trouble. We have to go east first, because I need to do the room battles. Can't afford to skip anything. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. We may have lost right here. It's a shame, I like these heroes. All the dogs will get to go first, as will the madmen. Oh, doesn't that just figure? Okay, good. At least he didn't get rabies. Alright, let's cover the enemies. The dogs remain unchanged from the base game. I hated the dogs, and I felt they were fine. The madman. The madman's dodge was reduced down from 20 down to 12. And he's gotten more hit points. He has the same dodge as the Bone Courtier, so he's still a little slippery to hit. His Accusation can crit, but his Doomsay cannot. I've changed his Accusation's debuff to last 16 turns instead of until camp. And his Doomsay was lowered the amount of stress it does to be the equivalent of the Pig Drummer. We're gonna have no choice but to suffer the hits. I won't kill a dog right off. Let's use a suppressing fire. Do I cure the bleed? Do I let him suffer? He won't hit the dogs, so I'm thinking I'll let him suffer and he'll just self-heal. Can she hit? Oh, God. 58%. This is terrible. This is really bad. Okay, why don't we then cure? He's got 52%. Let's use Revenge to guard someone. Or I could use Intimidate. 62? It won't kill either dog. We'll use Guard, and I think we'll guard our Arbalest. Yeah, this group right here is going to slaughter me. At least that dog's dead. It goes next round. I've got to cure him. Should have guarded him. Wow, we've lost a Jester. I don't think there's much I can do about that. Because I have to spend all my time healing instead of doing damage.
is the weapon that cuts on its own. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
And we're badly beat up, and that was the very first thing we did, and we got no cash for that. That was horrible. We'll be back for that in the darkness.
Nature herself. A victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Oh, thank goodness. We could use the healing. Trap. I don't really want to use a torch, so we're not. Let's see what we fight in here. Let's use emboldening vapors. Hopefully kill one of those witches. Nope, just shy.
Masterfully executed.
Gonna have to heal himself for a few rounds. Oh. Let's up his speed a little.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's what I'm worried about, because they'll keep spawning more of themselves.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls.
Good. Slimes are gone, except for one more stressful incantation.
Well struck. This expedition at least promises success.
Nice work, everyone. Nice work. First of our food checks, and we needed that, so that was lucky for us. Hopefully we have enough food to do this. Or we're going to go crazy, or at least having one affliction. At least one. Hopefully he does. Hopefully our leper doesn't get fearful.
May indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
We don't have enough torches to keep us in 100% light. Let's keep going. Oh, I left the thing there because I don't trust it. You can get some pretty nasty negative... Well, you can get sanitophobia, I think. Fear of unholy from looking in there. Or, yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't like the tents either in the Weald. Oh, you're kidding me, game. Wow. Oh, we might not have the food for this. have no bandages. I'm not risking it. The good news is that we needed the food anyway. Like, we needed the healing. Two more battles, neither of which is the final battle we need to do. Maggots are a little more slippery. I won't kill it. I won't even hit it. Oh. Oh no, this is going to be bad, guys. I need the maggots dead first, if possible. I can't afford the diseases. By the way, it will show you when a disease was actually attempted now, and you'll see a disease resist show up.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I was lucky, getting another medicinal herb right before food. So now we definitely have enough food to survive, to pass food checks. Any bandages. I want this group to survive because I would like to keep everyone here, assuming they don't lock any horrible negative quirk. That was our last torch. Oh, you guys again! This time we get the jump on you. Alright then. Oh, shame. He won't die. Oh, I should have used a bolo. Darn it. Should have used bolo. Ooh.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I could put our Jester in the back and use Inspiring Tune to get down stress, but that would leave... I almost called her Sunny Sonic. That would leave Pretramol to not... Oh, she can use these from the second spot. Okay, you know what? We will do this. We will do this. We can always still use Dirk Stab and what have you if we need to. We haven't gotten a trap yet. 2 more food.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Let's see, we surprised them. That's interesting. Let's use a battle ballad to get my accuracy up. The music that lets you know it's dark outside.
powerful blow.
She'll take 2 turns to die. I'm not doing enough damage to kill one of them flat out. It's a shame. Do I kill the witch? Do I kill the ectoplasm? I think I need to kill the ectoplasm with my Arbalest.
Precision and power.
She dies when she goes. I can't reach the other. Maybe a Dirk Stab will finish her off.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Didn't think you were gonna go crazy, Miss Arbalest.
A singular strike. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We have no key, but we can open this anyway. 2 food and 2 deeds. That was not a very good one. Let's see what's down the hallway. We know there's nothing in the room up ahead. Oh, that was totally worth poking our heads out for. And we're done. I'm not going to risk a fight for these guys. Although, technically, they have to get lots of stress recovery anyway, all of them. But no, I'm not going to risk it.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
It's a little too dark, and I don't want to get a shambler. Alright, let's see what horrible stuff happened to us. Hard-skinned. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Red Hook has changed the way in which the decision-making process that determines if you get negative quirks. I do not understand what they've altered, other than that they have said that you get less of them now. Acnomania. Natural swing. Holy crap, I'm gonna lock that on you, Mr. Leper, once I get a chance. An egomania. Okay.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Conneville had Night in the Town card, 56 stress. Robber Baron, you have removed slow draw. Cassandra, you're still gone. The Cove is unlocked, the Warrens is unlocked. We have a bunch of level 1s that I'd like to actually keep. Alright everyone, so nothing else in town got unlocked. So I can now say I'll do the rest off screen. When we come back, we'll see who's here in the carriage. People will be resting and recovering. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and thanks for watching.